Hey guys, so in part 4 of the Laravel for e-commerce series, I'll show you how to add images to our website here. So I'll add this banner and adding images to our products and categories, which include setting up the migrations. So if this is something you'd like to learn how to do, then watch this video. Okay, great. So now we're going to work on adding images to our website. So first, let's just get started with setting up an image for the homepage. So just be like a banner, okay? Okay, so let me just go back in our application and then I'll just get an image from Unsplash. Okay, so let's just search t-shirt shop. And then more of like a widescreen image that we can use. Yeah, so this one over here. Okay, so I'll just use this image. Okay, and then in VS, let me just rename it for ease of use. So I'll just rename it home banner. Okay, so next, back in VS Code. So what we want to do is in the public folder over here, we're going to add an image folder. So we're going to go here and then add a new folder, images. So this is where all our images are going to be located. And then I'm just going to drag the file in that folder. Okay, great. So now it's over here. So now we can call it within our application. So go here into the index view and then we'll add it right. So we'll replace this section over here, the welcome to our e-commerce store. So this section over here. Okay, so back in VS Code. Okay, so we'll edit this section over here. So let's first import our image. So over here. Okay, so let's just fix the container so that it's covering the entire main div here. So I'll improve the layout and then above here we'll add a new div. So div and then give it a class of hero section. Background cover, background center, H green, flex, item centered, justify center, and then text white. Okay, so that's good. And then let's just add in the background image. So do style is equal to background image. And then we're going to call our URL. And then it's going to be within the assets function. So assets method. And then we're going to call that folder. So we named it images. And then the file name. And then I named it home banner.jpg. Okay. Okay, let me just check my brackets over here. Okay. Okay, and then just close off the style. Okay, and then let's add in some content within our div here. So first let's save this and check our website. Okay, awesome. So the image here is showing, we just need to increase the height. Okay, so over here in VS Code, let me just give it a height of 500 pixels. Save that. And then view the website. Awesome. So yep, so this is looking good and it's within the container. So let's just make this more appealing by adding like a button and making the title more appealing. So back in VS Code, let's just improve the heading. So I'll just give this a class of text 5XL, font bold. Give it a margin bottom of 4. Okay, and then we'll give it a some subtext. So a p tag, and then give it a class of text to Excel. And then margin bottom of 6. And then let's say we have great designs. And then lastly, let's just add the button at the bottom. And then we'll route it to, let's say, the home page. So if we check our routes over here, we named our route home and do shop now. So after I'll connect the category once we have individual categories all set up. Okay, so and then I'm just gonna give it some coloring here. So let's give it a background color of blue. It's over here. Give it a class. Do it over here. Some hover. Text white, font bold. Given some padding. And make it rounded. Okay, let's save that and view it on the website. Okay, so let me just check here. Okay, and then let's keep these elements in a div. So div, and then we'll give it a class of BG black. Give an opacity of 50%. Padding 8. Rounded and text center. Okay, and then we'll just wrap our elements within that div, and then that should make it look better. So let's check out the website now and refresh. Okay, awesome. So now they're evenly spaced out here. Then if we click the button here, it redirects us back to the home page. Okay, great. So now let's work on our migration files so we can add images to our products and the categories. So back in VS Code, so open up our terminal down here. Okay, and then the command we're going to run is PHP artisan make migration, add image URL to product table. Make sure you choose the correct product, the correct table. Okay, and then do the same for the category table. Okay, great. So now let's go into the migrations that were just created. So we can put the terminal away. So this one is for the product table. Okay, so let's just add in the image string. So it'll be a string image URL. So it can't be nullable. And then after stock. Okay, and then just when you drop the table to drop the column. Then do the same for the category migration, and then for the drop table. Okay, great. And close that off and save, and then run the migration. PHP artisan migrate. Unknown column, descriptions and categories. So let me just check because I misspelled description over here in our category table. So let me just see here. So I spelled it as this Gibson. So let me just copy that name and then add it to the migration. So if you fix that on your end, then that should be fine. So just back in VS Code, let me just update the name here. Okay, so here we're in the terminal, just rerun the migration. Okay, awesome. Okay, so now let's go into our table manager and then just add some images. Okay, so here in the table manager, I'll just go and add some images over here. So just refresh. And now there's this image URL file here. And then I'm going to just get some images of a t-shirt. Okay, so this image looks good. So we'll use this. Okay, and then I'll just name it t-shirt and then put it in my image folder. Okay, so over here in VS Code, let me just put the image for the t-shirt here. And then for the homepage banner, let me just use the same image, but for the category banner as well. Okay, so we can just use this for testing. Okay, so next let me just add in the image URL. So here in the table manager, so over here it's dash images dash t-shirt .jpg. It's a URL. And then the same over here. So let me just do that again. Images dash t-shirt.jpg. Okay, and then let me just run this over here. Okay, so this has been updated. So let me do the same for the categories here. So again, it's images categories.jpg. And then again, images categories.jpg. Okay, and then I'll run this. Okay, so back in VS Code, let's just test out the images first. So let me just go on the home page again. And then we'll add it to our product loop. Okay, so I'll add it like right at the top first. So let's do image and then src will be our image URL. So we can do product image URL. Okay, and then the same for the alt tag, product.name. And then give it a class. So we're gonna give it a width full, H48, object cover, and rounded. Okay, save that, and let's just check our home page. Okay, awesome. So it's very big, but at least the images are showing. So that's what we like. So let me just make the width smaller. Like we'll put this in its own container, so that'll reduce the full width. Okay, so let's do the same for the categories down here. Okay, so here in VS Code, over here within our categories, let's just add in the image at the top as well. So we can pretty much copy this line here. And then just update the variables. So it'll be categories what would we have it? Category image URL and category name. And then let's save and then review the home page. Okay, awesome. So now the images are all showing in full width. So this is good. So now let's update the actual templates as well. So just copying these codes into the controller index pages as well as the singular pages. Okay, so I'll do the product ones first. So just copy this. And then in your product views, so we have the index here. So let's first do the index one. Put that up, and then the show one right at the top there. And then the categories. So get it from the welcome view. Copy this. And then put it up there. And then the show as well. Okay, and save this, and then let's go and test. So refresh, and then go into view product. Okay, so again, it's very big. And then view all products. Okay, so it's showing here, and then let's just check the categories as well. So view category. Again, it's full, and then view all categories, and then it's showing the images here. Okay, so lastly, let's work on just improving the layout. So we'll just put them in columns. So there's going to be like 3 products per column as well as the categories. So let's go back into VS Code. So what we're going to do is add a div in this section, just so each product has its own container. So we're going to do div class background white, border, rounded large, some padding, flex column, item centered. Okay, and then let's close that off over here. So we'll wrap this div within our content. Okay, remove this. Okay, let me just re-add the div here. Okay, save that. Okay, so just over here, just change this to 3. Okay, so if we come back to the website, we can see over here now that it's in a grid layout and it looks a lot better. So now we can do the same for the categories here and then finish off with copying the code over to the products and category templates. So again, let's just copy this, then add it down here, and then make sure to close off the div. And then again, over here, make it a 3-column grid, save that, check the website. Awesome, so now it's a lot cleaner. So first let's fix up the actual index pages. So these show pages. So back in VS Code, again, over here, you just want to go to the template. So let's go into the index. So we'll do the product one first. So again, we can copy what we did on the home page. So just copy this one here. And we can exit these old tabs. So the product index. And this under here. And then we want to close off that div again. Close that off. And then in this div, we're gonna add the styling. So it's this one over here. Okay, and then we're gonna paste that and save it. And then let's go back to the website. Okay, and then go into view all products. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, it's still quite big. Okay, so back in VS Code, it's just an issue with one of the divs. So make sure it's outside the loop over here. Save that, and then let's check again. Okay, so the issue we were having is just the Tailwind CSS wasn't on the other pages. So let's just copy the head of the welcome view and then just paste it in the other ones for now. And that should allow our CSS to work correctly. So paste that, and then in our category pages as well. Okay, so if you go to the view all products, now as we can see here, now it's in the correct format. Okay, and then lastly, let's just fix up the category pages. So in the product index, we just want to copy our grid code. So that's just under here, and then the flex code as well. So this over here, and then we'll close it off. Add the div under the for loop. Okay, save that, and then refresh. We're here. Okay, awesome. So now it's in a 3-column grid here as well. So this concludes the end of part 4 of the Laravel for e-commerce series. Please like and subscribe to stay up to date with the series and my latest videos. If you're looking for help with your website or Laravel project, then you can check out my website mapbulletmedia.ca to get in contact with me. And thanks for watching.